Houston Cougars. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Houston's offense will come out first. And David, if you like big plays, and I know you do, and highlight real catches, and I know you do, we've got a guy for you on this offense.
Man, it's so fun. Can make plays all over the field. He will be highlighted. Just the speed, the playmaking, the catching ability. Jesse, he will make plays early and often.
Man, it is so nice as a quarterback when you have a guy like that lining up, because you can just throw it anywhere in his vicinity and trust he's going to find a way to get it done and make the catch. Even when he's defended, he is always open, and you're going to see him line up all over the field, and he'll get the ball in a variety of ways.
Try to make up. Dropping back, it's Spears. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 Conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today. Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
It's complete to the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. So the Kansas State Wildcats offense will go to work for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads, showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And
oh, he's got some space. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. The Wildcats, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. To the ground, he's got it again. Got enough for the first. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Wildcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
Really kind of a Jekyll and Hyde opening drive for the defense in the game. They've given up some yards and they've given up some big plays, but they've also got 2 sacks now already. So a little bit of back and forth. I think you're looking for a little bit more consistency from this defense now as the game develops.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Traore. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. From the right hash, this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. And that is no good. So the score remains 3-0.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They want to run it left here. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Spears. He's got the back in the middle. Still running at the 40. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. The Cougars come to the line in the hurry-up.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Cougars started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Punch it out of the air. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this 1st period. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the 1st quarter. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. They'll go to the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Touchdown, Cougar. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand. When he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the run, and the ball's out, and they're after it. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. How about this defense taking one back to the house? No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
You
practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be.
Feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds a tight end. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to throw again. It's complete to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Gets it across the 10, a pickup of 5, and out of trouble to the 12. And the Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Give to the running back. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fair catch, called for and made. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. With the catch, it's Callow. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The inside handoff. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Offense gets set for 2nd down. To the air, it's Spears. Keeps looking downfield. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Tries to do it himself on the draw. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Fritz. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 38.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. Might be changing the route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got his man. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets and, most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Cougars back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw, it's Spears. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle box. He's going to throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He makes the grab. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown, Houston! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner is stopped. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the cage in Southeast Texas.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set to start the second half. Houston will kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's back to pass. Pressure coming. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. You got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Kansas State will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Last time they had it, just an aerial with soft precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Houston going up tempo. Wants to throw. It's Spears. Back's looking for the goal line. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cougar! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, the QB knew coming into this one it was going to be tough. They have a lot of athletes on the back end, but today, guys just not able to separate. Accuracy hasn't always been perfect, and as a result, they've got another ball getting knocked away for an incompletion.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps this drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Going over the top. And that one goes incomplete, but there is a penalty flag, and they might have gotten him for OPI.
Pass interference. Offense.
Some hand fighting at the point of the catch will draw the penalty, but this one is going to go against the offense. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Grab behind the line. It's Callow. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. We might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Wants to return it. Can they catch it? They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Here comes the Houston offense once again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. Dropping back, it's Spears. Just a short pass to the tight end. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch along the sideline. Just picked up a few, but not for a 1st down.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
These are the plays that don't show up in the stat books, right? Like a great job. Look at him. He does an awesome job. Instead of taking the sack, clearly wanted to throw the football, scrambles around, gets some positive yards. It doesn't go down as a huge gain, but these are the plays that get you W's.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. From the gun on 3rd down. Makes the catch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold on.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Absolutely perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Bringing the heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Catch in the middle, it's Callow. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the 1st down here. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Back open in the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. They just keep firing. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. Oh, it's a fumble. Offense scoops it up and still going. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Let's go. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. On target. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little.
Touchdown, Kansas State! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something
I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Odd choice to take the penalty there. If you just take the loss, it also costs the offense a down. Instead, they'll replay it. Ready to fire from the pistol. With jet sweep pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
That is not an easy situation if you're an offensive lineman, 2nd and 3rd and long, because you know the D-line, they're coming. They know you're throwing the football. As an O-lineman, you better get out of your stance and get your hands up and punch and not miss, because if you do, then that's what happens right there.
And this offense has had a great day, and they've put some big plays together, but the last 2 plays, man, getting a little complacent. They got to protect their quarterback. That's back-to-back sacks. The offensive line has to do a better job.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And that linebacker is athletic. He can make tackles in space against very athletic dudes. That receiver's not an easy guy to bring down. That linebacker got him down quick.
Quick release by the QB. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Gets it out quickly. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more.
And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
A 4th quarter field goal down by this much. That's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to throw to the end zone. Picked off. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the irons in.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side. They've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Right back to the well. Nice move to keep running. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. One more play to pad the stats. Making side adjustments here. They'll try to get it through the air. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.